All right. Welcome to Bill. We're bringing back the improv warm up. I'm doing it because I like improv. Okay. This game's called Action Syllables. Mark, it's a little complicated, but you can do it. Your name has four syllables. Marcus Luna. You need to come up with a hand motion thing, physical thing for each syllable in your name.
Okay. Okay. Even though four. Okay. Uh, Marcus Luna.
Now do it again, faster.
Marcus Luna.
Okay, now we're both gonna try to do it together. Marcus
Marcus Luna.
Luna.
Oh, this is right.
Okay, so this is Luna, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do mine. Uh, J. That was, that was a set shot. Too low. Still too low. J. Sun. Luna. Together. J.
Jason
Luna.
Luna.
Close enough. Okay. Yeah. People do that with large improv groups. Yeah. All right. Welcome to Bill. Next season, I'm probably going to start putting videos or pictures advertising myself on the screen because I got stand-up shows coming up in January.
Woo.
In January, I'll be performing at a yet to be determined date at the Elks Lodge in Reseda, but also January 24th at the Fourth Wall Hollywood Cafe, January 25th at the Crow in Santa Monica.
Wow.
So at Jason Luna 1VS100 on Instagram for ticket information as well as fun videos that I make. Any other boilerplate stuff? No, I guess not. So I'll get into the season 2 business. I can whip up a video pretty quick for the YouTube. Need to figure out what the theme song is gonna be. Do you, I'll do it, but did you ask Dad on my behalf?
No, I forgot it, but I happen to be in the same building as him today, so I will ask him today.
Yeah, and then I have a methodology for the thumbnails. I'll get my best shot. It'll get done. Just want to get a little closer to the episode, but put our faces on Village People or something. I don't know, but, or just lazily put a poster for the movie. Yeah, yeah. That's the main bullet points for the show. Have you watched Can't Stop the Music yet?
No, my focus has been on Golden Globe nominated films.
Oh, so you saw more of those.
Yeah,
So that was the focus of your viewing in this past week.
correct.
Any highlights, lowlights, summers, in betweens, or creamy middles, as Homer Simpson would say.
Can't recall if I finished Frankenstein last time we spoke, but I did finish it. That's kind of what I was alluding to. Felt by the numbers Frankenstein, and Del Toro continues to play it safer, and some of the characters are one notish. So I wouldn't recommend. It's not horrible per se, but I wouldn't recommend. Train Dreams, starring Joel Edgerton as a lumberjack slash train operator in the Pacific Northwest in the late 19th, early 20th century, was surprisingly good.
So, a quick question about Train Dreams: does he chop it a wood in the movie?
Yes,
Okay. Does he use the long saw
I think so.
and the hand axe too?
Yeah, I think he used all of it.
There's no chainsaw in the 1870s, correct? Or is there?
Oh, I don't believe there's a chain. Oh no, there was, because towards the end, spoiler alert. So it's about his whole life from childhood to spoiler alert death, and it's kind of he gets taken over by the younger generation in his job, which includes chainsaws. Because what's the classic version of a guy living his whole life, world's change, lives through different eras.
It's not the classic version, but that's what Little Big Man is. I haven't seen it, but that's the same idea.
You can see that. Yeah,
Uh,
that a lot of common themes and similar setting too.
trying to think, like Gandhi does that to an extent. Yeah, it does. He's like shorter, but yeah, that's they show him as a young lawyer, and then the aging relic of the Indian Revolution or whatever.
Yeah, Gandhi. I'm more thinking like to make the Simpsons reference, which I guess we should try to do more often. Jasper goes into the Quickie Mart and says, "Moon pies, what a time to be alive." So it's like kind of getting amazed by like literally seeing things on the street and stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to think movies. Can't think of one right now. Movies with old man makeup, like Forrest Gump does some of
Oh,
that.
little
But
big man.
yeah.
Fun fact for our trivia fans: Little Big Man has the record for same actor. The biggest difference between the same actor playing two different ages.
Yeah, so that's why I thought of it for the because literally his entirety of his life or whatever. There has to be a more famous one.
I think I
Oh,
watched something else.
it's not it. They do a jump cut, but famously the ending of Saving Private Ryan.
I watched something else I didn't like as much as Train Dreams. I can't remember though.
All right, well, you think of it. I'll go through my review. So, first of all, I have a brief question for you. Do you
Mm.
think the magic of Roman Polanski being a good director, aside from obviously his personal life, was limited to the United States?
I mean, no, because you brought up his personal life. He got exiled to Europe.
No, I know.
And
I just meant his movie. You think his American movies are good? Because I've only seen. I watched one this week. I watched one foreign Roman Polanski movie. And it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and I liked a lot of his American movies.
I guess the penis doesn't count as European because it's not foreign language.
It's American production or producers or something,
Well,
I
it's
guess.
in,
But yeah.
like I said, it's shot in Europe because of
Yeah. No, I'm not talking the exile thing, although I guess that's part of it. The movie I'm referring to has the worst title ever for a foreign import. It's called What? Question mark.
Oh, I heard about that because I literally just listened to the last most recent episode of What Went Wrong. I listened to was Chinatown, so they brought
I
that
also
up.
listened to that episode, and I randomly fell upon it on my to be watching risque comedy movie binge that I do every week. And God, the whole this movie is mysterious. I mean, it's like I guess it's European, so it does have that sort of like it doesn't have to be linear, but the plot is this woman is sexually assaulted, which is bad enough, and she loses her clothes, and she walks around this resort in various states of undress because she lost her clothes for 2 hours, and a bunch of men talk to her in this weird passive aggressive way where they want to sleep with her, but they won't say it. And even the part that, I wouldn't say makes you a good person, but, she is topless for part of it because she loses her clothes, but then she just puts on some man's coat for like 90% of the movie. So you don't even get to see the nakedness that they allege with the plot. And randomly, Polanski has a cameo, but also, what's his name? Eight and a half. What's his name? Mostriani.
Yeah,
He's in a large chunk of it. I don't, something about him. He always acts weird.
yeah.
So, anyways, terrible movie. Don't watch it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like yeah. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
When I was thinking about Mastroianni, the best movie I've seen him in was he was very old, and I can't remember the director had a long title, but it's kind of like a artsy movie where he's a killer and he kills different people and enters lives. So it's kind of a surreal science fiction. It was on the 1001 list. It was very creative.
Yeah, I mean, he's a vessel for good directors. I'm not a big fan of the Italian neorealism stuff, but Eight and a Half, other Fellini ones are fine. This movie was
He was
brutal
in
to sit through. And the cardinal sin of this
he was
movie.
like
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say the only thing I think off the top of my head I've seen he was he was the romantic lead in the second of that Antonioni trilogy.
That was good too, but that's like I don't remember him being in that.
But
I like the movie, but yeah.
not the first and the third were a lot better, that trilogy, just saying, but
I like all three. That's the zenith of artsy Italian movies for me. He was also in Pret a Porter or Ready to Wear, one of Robert Altman's many forgettable '90s movies that are just like garish but not very entertaining to look at. Yeah. Anyway, this movie commits a cardinal sin. On top of being boring, terrible, and 2 hours long, um, so I forget the someone dies and she's blamed for it indirectly or whatever, very contrived, and she's running away, and then Mostriani's chasing after her while she's running away, like, you can't leave, what are you doing? And she's like, but it's a movie, and he's like, what? And she's like, it's a movie called what? And then so they broke the fourth wall for no reason because they thought, oh, we need a joke here. Roll credits.
yeah, that's I don't know if I've seen any of Polanski's non-famous stuff, but when he gets, I feel like Rosemary's Baby in Chinatown, he's trying to be more palatable. But with this, from what I've read and heard about his stuff, where he's more in control, it's like artsy, shocking humor and shocking suspense type stuff.
Yeah, he also has a predilection for nubile women, at least in the '70s he did. Yeah.
like he like he drugged and raped one in Jack Nicholson's house.
Moving right along. So this is actually helped me for work because I don't want to talk about it on the air, but I have an unpaid internship. But they want me to write a humor article. It's very contrived. I'm not getting paid for it. But anyway, let's talk about
Work
Saturday.
though.
Let's talk about Saturday Night Live. I have to look him up again because I forget what he's famous for. You ever heard of an actor named Josh O'Connor?
Josh O'Connor.
Well, that's right. He was in Challengers. And
I
he's
didn't watch
also
that.
he's
I
also.
barely saw any previews.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna spoil anything. I haven't seen it, but
No, that's okay.
he wasn't.
Not-
He was in The Crown also. So he hosted Saturday Night Live, which is a classic case of Lorne Michaels being like, "Hey, I like this guy. He looks like an actor. I'll put him on a Saturday Night Live."
Well, they're promoting. I do recognize him from the previews. This is on my list to watch soon. Uh, the latest Knives Out mystery comedy. He's in that.
Oh yeah, Wake Up Dead Man, which looks better than the one I didn't like, but I don't want to talk about that. So let's see. What did I say about this episode? Uh, oh yeah, typical Trump thing. This time, Trump was on Air Force One, rambling racist crap that's supposed to be funny. Yeah. Yeah. The my two favorite sketches. I'll go through this quickly. So, it actually wasn't that good. It didn't make a lot of sense, but it was like the dating game. But one of the daters was Ashley Padilla playing an elderly woman in a wheelchair, and she's like, "I just love to go nuts," and like it wasn't very good. But I was like, at least they finally did a sketch where someone was playing a character I could recognize, so that was okay. And then, very typical of SNL now and this episode, the joke was kind of funny because it's like you know how Spotify does a Wrapped where they tell you
Yeah.
like all your artists and stuff,
Yep.
and then Uber Eats does one in the sketch where they tell you all the food you ate and stuff. But then it devolves into the obvious thing where it's like,
You're fat.
oh,
You know.
you eat gross food and you're gross, and it just didn't
Yeah.
elevate. The idea was the initial idea was kind of funny because
Yeah.
people,
I was
yeah,
thinking too, where the initial idea is kind of like, oh yeah, that would be kind of funny, and then, but then there's no way to actually make it funny for a full SNL skit. I don't,
yeah. Uh, I'll give one example of a bad one. They did the Wizard of Oz thing where everyone's telling the wizard what they want,
mhm.
and then the lion goes up and he's like, they're like, oh yeah, tell him how you want courage. He's like, and then they didn't say this literally, but he's like, I want a big dick.
Nice.
And then the Tin Man and the Scarecrow are like, I didn't know you could wish for that, and they all changed their wishes to that.
It's my only humorous.
And spoiler, Bowen Yang quit the show, quit the show after being in the sketch. Well, 2 episodes later. I don't think it was related to this, but
Why did he quit?
well, he left the show. They're playing it
Oh,
like he's going to be famous now or whatever, but it's pretty rare to leave mid-season in a positive way, but I guess it
I
happens.
mean, I've heard that was being less and less stuff anyways. There's,
He's hard to do SNL because he always plays characters who are, I mean, I don't want to be, no, there's anything wrong with that.
yeah, he always
Very,
plays a version of Bowen Yang. Yes,
plays a gay man who is above the sketch a lot, so
he
it's
was
like,
awesome on. God, I love that show. It was the greatest show ever on Comedy Central. Like, I guess that's probably not true because Daily Show and South Park are probably better, but the Aquafina show.
yeah, he's a funny actor. I think he'd be better served being famous. It's like a lot of actors on SNL. It's kind of a that show's kind of a ringer for
I
WRNIGER. But yeah.
think a lot of actors are better in movies and TV with actual plot than SNL.
Yeah. Well, I don't like SNL that much now, so it's hard for. I can't even think of someone like
Well,
Alternative would be great at it. But,
you're a bigger fan of me because you keep watching it. But for me, I can't stand trying to watch an whole episode of SNL because it has the vibes of like you were in drama club. If like drama club did a in high your drama club in high school did an try to do SNL. That's what the actual SNL feels like to me.
yeah, that's fair. Uh,
And then people in the audience are laughing because they like the people outside of the actual comedy, or they feel obligated to because or something.
yeah, that's true. I mean, it's a very competitive ticket to get in there, so you can't be an asshole and you get your SNL tickets. But no, the thing I like about SNL, and I think really paid off well in the early seasons, actually, a lot, yeah, mostly the early ones, is that the sketches end in like 3 minutes. So in theory, everything ends, and you get a variety of material. And it's like I only get that vibe off of like Weekend Update. Every other, a lot of sketches are samey and sort of have the same polish to them now. But, Anyway, I don't get that. It's not even a diatribe. Kind of don't like the show, so there you go. Put me on
So
it. Put me on it,
I'm gonna
Lauren.
jump, I'm gonna jump back in. I thought I did think of the movie I complete another next Golden Globe movie I completed was J Kelly.
Can you give the synopsis of that movie? Because I see billboards and it's just like, oh, George Clooney and Adam Sandler in tuxedos.
Yes, they were very nice to dress the whole movie. George Clooney plays a version of himself named J Kelly, and kind of like a lot of Noah Baumbach's movies, almost all of them. Uh, it's a story of a man going through a midlife crisis. Um, feels a lot of regret and shame about his past and wants to try to fix things. But he's a very flawed man, so he has a lot of problems doing it. And Adam Sandler and several other actors are people in his entourage because he's a huge movie star. So he has hairdresser, publicist. Uh, Adam Sandler plays kind of like a fixer. Um, uh, uh, and yeah, so it's kind of a quote unquote satire of Hollywood, but more of a midlife crisis drama. Um,
So the big question with this movie is: do you think Adam Sandler, based based on what they say in the commercials, has succeeded in earning a Best Actor nom, or even win?
well, he got supporting actor
Supporting,
for.
I mean that's what I meant. Supporting actor. Do you think he's good enough to win that in your eyes?
I did actually think his well executed Bombeck story. I honestly think the Hollywood satire thing, where they're going from place to place, talking to directors and fans of his and stuff. I don't know what, can't think of the right word. Felt more shallow. I didn't care it. I think in Greenberg and Marriage Story and Francis Ha. So I'm kind of no about that fan because all three of those movies, I was able to successfully care for the characters and kind of be rooting for them. And this was just like a it's probably not the right word to use, but whatever. It popped my head pastiche of a-holes.
So
Um,
a pastiche is like, instead of a satire, it's more of like authentic recreation of the moment. That's how I would use that word. Yeah.
well, that's you're the better wordsmith than me. And that's truly the definition of pastiche. It's somewhere falls in between, which might be part of the problem. I didn't like it because I could tell they're trying to kind of make fun of it, but they're also trying to show how hard it is to be a famous actor and stuff, how it could ruin your family life and stuff. And
Woe is me, the millionaire actor.
I mean, his family life is severely strained, so it's not totally like I wouldn't say first world problems type deal. I guess it kind of is because he doesn't have to worry about he has better food than you and I would ever have, and stuff like that, and better
Yeah.
sleeping rate.
Kind of ties into the European cinema thing I was talking about, because yeah, that's the ennui of life, where rich people are suffering internally and then they die.
So I don't think I'd recommend that movie. It had some pluses. I think the performance was okay, but and I'll wrap it up what I'm watching. I'm almost done with House of Dynamite, Catherine Bigelow's latest. Uh,
Whoa, I'm getting weird deja vu whiplash from that title, because isn't that one of the Rudy Ray Moore movies called Dynamite or something?
there's Dynamite in it, but I don't think it's called House of Dynamite.
How's the Dynamite about? It's like a sounds like a Sergio Leone western about a invasion of a munitions factory or something.
Essentially a docudrama, not really a documentary because it's all fictitious, but I think she and whoever wrote the screenplay, I can't remember. I think she co-wrote it with someone. Anyways, trying to be super realistic. A missile actually gets launched towards the United States, and then the response and panic within the facets of the military and government on dealing with it. So it's kind of like a what was that dramatic version of Doctor Strangelove?
Fail safe, fail slash
Kind of
safe.
like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Actually, kind of a lot like that. On the phone with the people from different countries trying to figure out what's happening and how
Yeah.
can we how can we fix this type of thing. It's not Bigelow's best.
Doesn't seem like it fits her style. She likes to do like personal stories or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, the controversial pick for her best, but I love Near Dark so much. That might be
It's a great movie.
but I do
The
I
Bomb
do love
Squad. Sorry, go ahead.
but I do love the Hurt Locker and
Let's say that one, yeah.
Zero Dark 30.
No, I'm not a big fan of Zero Dark 30, but it's fine.
I think because it kind of is her thing because she has been into military movies, but this is more of a government movie. There are military people in it. Just so it's not nearly effective as me as Hurt Locker was of their military slash political movies. Hurt Locker's first, Zero Dark 30 second, and this is a kind of distant third. It's kind of it's better than a lot of movies, but I can't recommend it. It's not horrible. I don't think a Bigelow movie could be like terrible in that way, but um, it's suspenseful. She's accomplishing what she's trying to do. It's just
Yeah.
the other one I'm trying to watch. Sorry, last one is this is gonna be the worst Golden Globe movie yet. I mean, a future one could be worse, but I'm really struggling to get through Hedda. I don't know if you've heard about it.
Hedda Gabler or Hedda Hopper?
Yes, the
Hedda Gabler.
Amazon blurb said it was a retelling of Hedda Gabler,
The
but
kids. For the kids.
it's in a British mansion. So it's very
Oh, that's so lame.
I'm kind of I'm kind of over. I don't. That's why I'm not interested in Downton Abbey, for instance. These dramas slash comedies, mostly dramas of British manners type things. I guess Hedda Gabler was controversial, the original play, because I think it did have themes of lesbianism, I
Definitely,
believe.
definitely feminism. I didn't know about the lesbianism, but yeah.
The movie has that too, so it's a little different, but it's still like making those Brits love making those stupid wisecracks and those it's like and then your annoying movie friend would say the dialogue's so smart in that movie, and it's just like no, it's not.
Well, usually it's like,
What I mean,
oh, that thing's whatever, but that guy is so attractive. It's always the guy too. Yeah.
well, the only Golden Globe got nominated for was Tessa Thompson.
Oh, they even did a
That's what
cover.
the
Sorry.
blurb said too is like they put the critic quotes uh a powerhouse performance from Tessa Thompson. I'm like, really? Uh, she's following the trope of men say rude things to her and she has a witty comeback, and then it's like, okay, good for you for standing up for yourself, but I'm not entertained.
They even did a cover on, I want to say, the Hollywood Reporter. I'm getting magazines in the mail because I'm in the SAG with the movies, uh, and it was like Tessa Thompson suggestively back hugging a woman, and I thought it was just because she was gay or something gay, but I get that might have been a Hedda Gabler pose for all I know. I don't know.
I'm not done with the movie, so it's getting a spoiler territory, but honestly, I'm not sure if I care because I don't think I'll like it. But she's she's married to a man and used to be a lesbian, so it's a drama about her feelings and if she wants to go back to that or if she's truly happy to be married to a man, blah 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 blah.
Wow, there's been lots of movies about that. It feels like, but yeah.
There's been multiple headed gabblers because I was searching for it in the search. I didn't hear these movies, but there's at least two, maybe more, uh, headed gabbler movies in the search history
Oh yeah,
in the available search on Amazon.
it's quote unquote original movie, but what was that Todd Haynes movie where Kate Blanchett has sex with
Feral.
the, yeah, it's very similar to plot.
There's, Todd Haynes did something.
Todd Haynes is not a great auteur, but he's definitely, oh, wait, well, he started out great. but he's definitely not on tour. So always has something going on in his movies.
He did a better job making that more suspenseful than the. This falls into the. You didn't, I don't think. I don't know if you watched that Carrie Mulligan movie with me, where she got that was her breakout film where she got nominated for Best Actress, and like Theory of Everything. Just just imagine characters holding champagne glasses and making wisecracks to each other, uh, and then but it gets dramatic at some point, and then just more boring than a lot of other dramas. I don't know.
No, yeah, and I think it was lame to move Hedda Gabler into a British manor because, like you said, that's been overdone for, well, in a cultural sense, the history of mankind, but in cinema since at least the advent of sound. So yeah, it's pretty lazy, but yeah, yeah.
The world gobbles that shit up. That's why Downton Abbey and the Gilded Age are so popular and make so much money for people who made them.
Where is Hedda Gabler from? Is that Finnish, Swedish, Norwegian?
An Ibsen playlist. What was he? Swedish?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I wouldn't watch the movie if it was Swedish or whatever with subtitles either, but at least be more original.
Henrik Ibsen sounds very Swedish. Oh, he's right. Yeah. No, he's actually Norwegian. Very close.
Norwegian. I don't know what that means vis-a-vis if he was Danish or Swedish. But
That's what I'm watching, other than sports. But I guess when
oh yeah, dude, baseball real quick. I get so confused. So the Mets got Luke Weaver to go to the bullpen. I don't think we talked about Polanco at first base. All these exciting Mets moves. Although Luke Weaver is awesome, I predict he will be the closer over Brewers boy, but we'll see. Yeah.
who's Brewers boy?
Brewers to Yankees. You let him grow a
Oh,
beard.
Devin Williams.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, whatever. And then obviously, the Dodgers didn't have any huge moves recently, did they?
No, it's kind of been can't remember if Rojas or Diaz were the most recent of the major league contracts that I'm aware of.
It's kind of a.
Um,
Oh, sorry. I was just saying it's kind of like Schrodinger's baseball player with the Kyle Tucker and Bo Bichette with the Dodgers. I keep hearing, but one shoe's got to fall or whatever. But yeah.
said this before. I'm not in the business of predicting Andrew Friedman, so who knows what he's actually going to do. But
I predict Tucker though because Tucker's been waiting. So, but yeah, and more obviously more Kami to the White Sox. I think a lot of people are kind of like down on it, but I think it definitely gives the White Sox like 10 extra wins this year.
yeah,
I'm excited. That's about it for baseball. Uh,
I want Bo Bichette more because if you get Edmund to play center field and he's healthy, Bichette
it,
at second base makes a deadly lineup.
I think it's Miggy Rojas away from projected starting second baseman.
Yeah, he's best as utility player slash extra coach.
Yeah, I think he's best not on the roster, but Friedman knows more about this than I do. So,
A lot of Dodger fans actually want Kike back, but I think he's kind of I can live without him.
he might have to consider. I don't know what the rights issues is, but like going to the minors or something because he had 8 elbow surgery and he's Kike Hernandez. So it's like yeah. All right,
Anything else you want to talk about?
I think that's about it. Uh, one more off season before Can't Stop the Music. I'll see you in person so I can make you watch the movie whenever I want. There you go. And otherwise, yeah, Jason Luna 1vs100 for stand-up flyers and videos, and yeah, book me on your shows or let's be best friends and hang out maybe. I don't know.